Hello again. My name is Jakujerb or Yakujerb. Today, taking a look at this platinum tank player, Temple of Anubis. He plays Hogdoll match. Uh, I did actually watch through this one already. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Felt like it today. So first things first, team comp. This is Temple of Anubis. Orissa's always been really good here, but also, like Dive, I think Dive has actually been more popular on Anubis the last while, but traditionally Orisa and Hog, well, really decent for Temple of Anubis. Then you've got, let's see, Anna Zen, very squishy backline. You will have to protect him from time to time. And then Genji Widow. Um, so Widow is also really good on this point because she can just stay up here and she's got a really long sight line for the thing. So I don't mind that, and the Genji I also don't mind. But what I do kind of mind is that like you and Orisa are on your own. Like Genji doesn't really synergize with you, and Widow doesn't really synergize with you. But that's okay. Um, so yeah, I think August is really a fine pick here. I don't mind it. Uh, yeah, let me just go back a few seconds. So like I said, I watched through this already. I'll go over some of the things I saw, and also I'll probably see a bunch of new things. So first of all, like you got here a little bit late. As you can see, there's already 10 seconds off the clock. Not the biggest deal, but like obviously not a good thing. um, Over here, you see the Genji, and if it were me, I would try to hook this hog right now, first and foremost. But you kind of focus on the Genji, and you do get him, so I can't even be mad at you. That's beautiful. I love it. I would have still gone for the hog instead. Um, so at this point, Ryan is trying to push up. You could try to just push up into his face, like just tell him, no, you can't. Uh, I don't, I'm not too sure what your Harissa has been doing. This okay? Well, she's staying out of the range, but I think you should maybe been staying with her as well. But over here, you're just kind of in no man's land. You're not with your Harissa, and you're not really denying space. If you could stay closer to this doorway, just stop them so these guys can't get through here. That could have been a play. It might have been a dangerous play because they've got all these things here, like the Anna and the McCree and the Hog that could have just fucked you over. So probably a better idea to be back here with Orisa, but like where you are right now is just kind of no man's land, and yeah, you get punished for it. You do make it out, which is great, and your DPS get picks, and yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine so far. Yeah, over there, you could have maybe thought about hooking the Mercy. Not a big deal. Unfortunate. Yeah, you're pushed up just a little bit too far, I think. Like your Ursa's way, way, way back here, and I think that's probably a better range to play at. Not a huge thing, but I don't think. Okay, now it's fine because they're running, so you want to chase a bit. Um, I do also want to say, like, throughout this entire map, Anna is a thorn in your side. You do get her a few times, but I feel like focusing on Anna a little bit more would have been good. Anyway, right here, breaking Ryan's shield. That's nice. Yeah, you do notice them up there, but that's good. But then I think, yeah, you go for Genji again. Yeah, right now you seem kind of overwhelmed. You're like Genji, no Ryan, no people up there, no. But yeah, that's fine. Backing up behind the shield is good. Did you just reload with one in the chamber? I think you did. Okay, two in the chamber that time, and over here again two in the chamber. So that's one thing you could. I mean, Hog's reload is so damn long. You really wanna like each one of his bullets are valuable. Like he's got the 5 shots, and wasting even one of them is just suboptimal. So I would recommend like not reloading when you've got two in the chamber. At least not when there are things to shoot. I think you were overwhelmed, and right now you're looking for the Genji who assassinated your Zen. But I think there are more pressing things at this moment in time, like the Ryan who just charged you. You get nanoed, and it is glorious. Like, I think you get nanoed like 3 times in this game, and each time you just pop off. It's like getting nano just wakes you up, and I love to see it. Also, again, like throughout all of this, you kind of ignored the Anna, wherever she may be. Is she dead already? Where's Anna? Let me just check. Okay, she's dead. Um, which is something I noticed the first time watching. Ah, love it. Love that. Hold hook combo. So yeah, right now you can just if you're gonna spam Ryan, like stand a bit further, like the shields here, you can stand like right behind the shield because Hog's bullets obviously they drop in damage a lot if you're out of range. So if you're gonna do it, at least do it right, you know. And I do recommend doing it. Nothing else to do. Like even now, you should be shooting, and that's something I questioned the first time I saw this because you keep stopping and starting and like if you're gonna spam, that's fine. Yeah, no, you're really reloading way too often. I do like this a lot, by the way. I do like this whole hog. Just tell him, nope. He shatters you, and you almost get behind the pillar. It's unfortunate you didn't, but still, I definitely think that was a good whole hog. Love it. Uh, not great hook on the Genji, but whatever. You are focusing a little bit heavy on the Genji here. Like you let Mercy res. You could have definitely interrupted that res. I get it. You're going for Genji, but to be honest, you're like Genji is Hog isn't a great matchup for Genji. Genji's very mobile. He's jumpy. Easy to miss is the point. And your accuracy, it's not bad, but even so, like in this situation, like Mercy raising is a stationary target. Like rather go for the easy shots. You don't have to go for like the Genji double jumping over your head. Anyway, and because of that, Ryan is back. And also again, like I would have definitely also tried to go for Anna here. She's yeah, you almost actually get him here. Like this is super close. It's just unfortunate. Even so, like I wouldn't personally have gone for the Genji. Like Genji nanoblading is really tough to deal with. But while he's doing that, you can always collapse on the back line. Like you could have dealt with Anna or McCree or Mercy during this. Like it would have been huge if you hooked him, but no offense to you, just hitting those is really hard. Rather go for the easy shots. And at this point, nothing you can do. You're all alone. May as well die. So yeah, really, you lost that fight due to the nano blade. Not much. I mean, you could have possibly stopped it, but that's not something you're expected to do, if I can put it that way. Instead, like you could have they could have nanobladed and gotten a few kills, and then while they were busy doing that, you could have also gotten a few kills. I think a counterattack would have been better. Like nanoblade is just so hard to deal with. It's yeah. Anyway, so not exactly your fault. Like you maybe missed some opportunities, missed a few critical hooks, but I was fine. And yeah, at this point. Oh yeah, this fight with Dog, this is something you mentioned, and I don't think it was the wrong call at all. I'm just gonna fast forward past it because it's embarrassing that you lose it at the end. But like, what's the alternative? You walking through here and then Hog having free reign to hook your Anna? Like, no. The fact that you're here dueling the Hog is a good thing. If he got backup at any time, then yes, get the fuck out. But because it's a 1v1, it's fine. You're distracting each other. You're taking each other out of the fight. It's neutral, and whoever wins the fight is I guess the victor. But unfortunately, that's not you in this case. Like, yeah, things are happening out here. Let's be real here. That's not your problem. I think definitely dealing with the Hog here was the right call, even though I mean, if you won or if you lost, either way, like you two were just doing your own thing, and out here, well, shit was happening. Anyway, at this point, it is kind of weird that you're staying on Hog. Um, First of all, this is a still situation. You see, like the time is like so almost up. So for stall situations, just bull to stall. Okay, well your teammate already went bull. I don't know if he was bull before you spawned, or if you could have switched to bull, or if you even tried to, but you didn't. If not bull, then Reinhardt or Winston. Just something to get on the point. Like you really want to get your body on this point as fast as possible. That should be what's going through your head right now. Instead, okay, well you do have whole hog. You don't want to throw that away, but it's not the best ult, and uh, I just, yeah, okay, and it wouldn't have mattered in the end, so maybe I'm just nitpicking. Anyway, so all in all, I really don't think, like, losing point B wasn't your fault. Like, you and the Hog were doing your own thing, and your team lost the 5v5. That's not your problem. Um, Point A, Nano Blade, also not much you could do against that. I'm I want to say at some point, like, I would have switched off Hog. Their Genji and Ana was really what was carrying. And you know what deals with that? Winston. Could have really pressured the Ana and the Genji if he jumps in. You could have jumped in after him. But uh, the, Genji just isn't an easy thing for Hog to deal with, if I can put it that way. So it's not that you're not the good enough Hog, it's just a bad matchup for you. Um, just because he's so damn dodgy. So hard to hit, and he's got the deflect. So even if you like hook him, you could still survive it due to the deflect. Anyway, like you're even playing this comp on offense. Like Orisa Hog on offense isn't ideal. Not gonna talk too much about your pick because, well, it's your pick. You should be able to climb on anything, especially in Plat. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get back on topic. So now you're pushing up here. I like what you do. You're pushing up a little bit, looking for a hook. Like especially with the like right now, if I were you and I saw that hook, I would start backing up and try to hook him because you do hook him, but I think you push forward and hook him, so he's still in this room. If you pushed back and hooked him, then he would be here behind your shield. Like his team couldn't heal him, and his only okay, well, he would probably run back in here to try to escape, or he could try to run around here. But anyway, like pulling him further back would have made him a lot more vulnerable. So there's that, and also at this point you're really focusing on that hog. Like, okay, you do get slipped, and oh yeah, I kind of love this. I just fast forwarded past it because you were asleep, but I really love this. Like Ryan goes to charge you, but Hog saves you. Not exactly say. Oh, well, I suppose your Ana also saves you sleeping to Ryan, but it's still funny, like him charging you and their Hog saving you from the charge. But anyway, now you're in a shit position, and what do you choose to do? You choose to focus the Hog for some reason. Like so many juicier targets. Ana, Mercy, McCree, like they would have been much better targets at this point in time. Instead, you're really, really going for the Hog. Um, like it's hard to kill these guys with these guys. If there's a Mercy and an Ana, like it's so hard to deal with these guys. So why not deal with these guys first? You know, you do get him because, well, quite honestly, like your aim was really well here. And yeah, at this point, like I would just push on, like I would just press W and try to walk through Ryan's shield to get him. Or to get Ana, in fact, because, like I said, she's been such a thorn in your side. She slept you so many times and purple you so many times. I would just be trying to get her. Right now, you could hook her. But yeah, you're going for the McCree. Miss, unfortunate. Like, well, yeah, you were chasing him here, even though Tracer was on him. Like, I just that wasn't exactly your problem. Like, I think your problem should be strengthening the front line at this point, especially with the Rhine. Like, because you left, the Rhine could just progress through here, buy them all this space. If you had if you had stayed pressed up, then like Ryan would have to stay on the point, like the supports would be have to stay on the point, and Genji would be all alone back here. It's just something to think about instead of going on this flank. I mean, Tracer had him. Uh, you hooked while he was deflecting. Yeah. See what I mean? He's so hard to hit. And also now he had the Mercy on him, keeping him alive, so that's another thing, like deal with Mercy first. Yeah, you really want that Genji, don't you? Like, if it were me, I would be standing here spamming Ryan through this, like double damage. Fuck yeah. Instead, you're really, really going for that Genji. Get him. Fair. Unfortunate. I was about to say focus the Mercy, and then you start focusing the Mercy and you get slipped. Not great. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, I had to do something quick. Yeah, really unfortunate to get slipped here, but like Anna, just like I said, she's been a thorn in your side. Even now, you're not really like, as long as she's free to just stand here and pump heals into him, like it just makes him so much harder to kill. And now she's built a nano off it. I think that's just the general rule. If you see that Anna, that well, someone is being pocketed, like Mercy as well. You see the Mercy. Okay, well, she's in Valk, which when Mercy is in Valk, you can't really deal with her. But like under normal circumstances, if she's not in Valk, and you see her yellow beam, just follow the yellow beam and kill her instead of trying to kill whoever she's healing. Well, unless they're low, of course. But in general, same with Ana. If you see an Ana spamming heals into someone, then stop her. Like, you're making your life more difficult. You have to do more damage to kill this guy because she's constantly pumping more health into him. So just focus her, not him. Like, she's just so free back here. Long legs. Is it just me, or are those legs abnormally long right now? I don't know. So yeah, that's definitely a big mistake there. You could have had this fight if you just killed Ana. I'm not super fond of this whole hog, but also don't hate it. I can see why you did it, but yeah. So this fight could have been won if you focused Ana instead of Ryan. Maybe, maybe not, but like, why are you like? Also, another thing I want to say about Hog, he has a shotgun type weapon. Like his bullets, it shoots I think like 12 projectiles that each do a bit of damage, and because of that, it's really bad against armor. So like, did I go forward or back? I'm not sure. The point I'm not sure where. Okay, I think this is the next fight. The point I'm getting at is like, Ryan isn't a good target because of all this armor. Like, so much armor. If he doesn't have his armor anymore, sure, but like with his armor, you do, I think, half damage against him unless it's headshots. So like, heroes with armor, just they're not a good target. Like, especially if they're nano. It's like the nano means 50% less damage as well. So you're only doing 25% damage against him. So in that situation, definitely target priority issue there. You shouldn't have been. Ooh, I love this. I don't know if you're scouting it or if someone else scouted this, but oh, I love this. Beautiful pick on the Mercy. I love it. You do the same later on point B, and I really do love it. You just dealt with those two really well. And yeah, at that point, just do what you're doing. Just WM1. You're unstoppable. Yeah. So definitely beautiful plays right there. Over here, I do want to say, you see your Orisa is going left and you don't follow her. I would have followed her if I were you. You do end up, like, you go in here and you kind of check things out. You dodge the sleep, thank fuck. And then you look up here and you get Doom, or was it Doom? No, Genji. I really do love that. But regardless, I would have still gone with Orisa at this point. She's all alone. She's suffering. Wow, look at that. I don't. Oh, that's probably a Holt. It just looks funny. But yeah, she's probably gonna die here, and that could have been prevented if you were with her. Um, like you could say this is her fault for running in alone. She definitely shouldn't have, but look, she is the main tank. She's the anchor. She's your team's. She's the thing that your team should be circling around. Let me just check. Is this recording? I'm slightly. Yeah, it is. Sorry. What was I saying? So yeah, Orisa, she's the anchor tank. She's the one that your team should be circling around. So technically, yes, she shouldn't have been going in alone, but she shouldn't have been going in alone because you guys should have been following her. So yeah, that's miscommunication, we could call it. And I think she's about to die. Let's just watch the kill feed. Okay, well, not yet. Hey, she actually got him. Well done, Orisa. Oh, she got backup. But now, keep in mind, now both healers are here, so you're separated from the healers. So it's still not good that you're separated from her. Like, yeah. In any case, they just lost both of their DPS, so you're in a 4v, in a 6v4 right now. You've got a massive advantage, and with that, if I were you, I would just start walking onto the point. You don't want objective pressure right now. Ryan is here. He's gonna start shielding, but if you're in his face like this, like if he stops shielding, you get really easy shots on him. So you can't exactly drop his shield. So just by being here, right here, you would be putting so much pressure on him. I think you do that, or okay, no, you don't. Instead, you go for the hog. Like he's pushing you off the point right now, but like you could be pushing him back instead. Um, Instead, you get the hog, and I think okay, nothing goes wrong this time. Yeah, and then you dropped off. Like you could have been here with them already. Instead of dropping off, you really didn't have to drop off. You guys had the advantage, a 4v6, and you didn't quite push on it enough. Yeah. After that, yeah, I do love that hook on the Kree. The rest is fine. This is just cleanup. So I do want to say in that fight, you really opened things up, but after that, you weren't actually that useful. Like this entire fight, what did you actually achieve? Right at the start, this is beautiful. I love this. You did this, and it's great. And then let's see, what else do you achieve? You kind of pressure Ryan here. You hook hog, doesn't really do anything. You drop off. And you hook the Kree. So like there was a really long time in that fight where you didn't really achieve anything. You're pressuring, like if you were here and your idea was to pressure the Rhine, that's good. But you weren't pressuring the Rhine. You were kind of being a little bitch and falling back. Like it's instead of pressuring him. Like no offense, okay, you were low on health, but again, you had the advantage at that point. So you should have just threatened him instead of being threatened by him. Um, the point I'm getting to, like, you opened up the fight, yeah, but like, other than that, you didn't do too much in that fight. Anyway, opening it up though, that is, I mean, getting the first pick in any fight is always a great thing. But then you didn't do much else for like, even after they were respawned. Anyway, back here. Okay. So yeah, over here, let's see. Yeah, over here again, you're doing that thing I said where you're just kind of spamming, but also kind of not. Like you throw 2 shots and then you just, okay, then you did. Maybe I'm thinking of another time. I do remember there was a time where it very questionably didn't fire. This was another thing I saw in my first time watching this list. This hook, like if I were you, like I would be thinking hook the moment shield is down. Instead, you just kind of take a gamble on the shield going down, and that's just not great. Like your finger should have been on the trigger, but maybe it's not a big deal. But your finger should have been on the trigger, not like pressing the trigger. Should have been waiting for just the right moment. Like right now, if you hooked now, for example, um, not a huge thing, but like something you could have done. I don't like the McCree hiding here. It never works. You hooked the bubble, not a huge deal, can't blame you. It happens. Uh hang on. Okay, you looked away for a second. I was about to say McCree is in danger and you should help him, but he rolled out, so yeah. Yeah, also at this point, your Orisa was, I think she was back here again. I think she just came forward and you're not with her. Okay, right now you're the only tank, which means you want the enemy to focus you right now, so they're not focusing on your team because you're the only tank. So you want to go for maximum attention and also maximum survivability. You want to look at the enemy. You want to look at the enemy, say, "Hey guys, shoot at me," and then immediately get in cover. If that makes sense. To that end, I would have gone right here. Reason being, it makes that Ryan, if he wants to push this way, he has to deal with you first. These people up here, if they want to shoot at you, they have to like look over this lip, and if they do that, then easy shot for you. Uh, so by standing right here, right now, I think you could have definitely done a lot more pressure because Ryan would have had to go out of his way to deal with you. Because like if he just kept walking onto the point, then you'd be behind him and you could just hook him. If these guys, yeah, so that's what I would have been thinking. Just like how can I get the enemy to shoot at me without killing me? And that would have been by pushing forward and it'd be like, kill the hog, and then you would hide here and they couldn't kill you without endangering themselves. Because if they go peeking over this edge, you want them, then they're in the range that you want them to be in. So that's the thing. Instead, you just kind of again stand here and like not using any cover. Like at this point, you might have wanted to fall back here or fall back here. If you had done the thing I told you to do, you would have had to do it sooner. Like by now, even it's too late. That's the thing about Overwatch. You need to make these split-second decisions. If you make the decision half a second too late, it's might not even be the same decision anymore. I guess. Anyway, you get out, and yeah, at this point, you've lost most of your team, and you do the right thing by just getting the fuck out. No hope left, abandon ship. The thing is, like, you go around here, and you could have gotten out faster. In fact, you even turn around to take another shot. The Zarya bubble there, like, I watched it in first person. It was a damn good Zarya bubble. Well done, Zarya. But even so, like, you should have just been running, not even trying to do damage. Not the biggest thing. Anyway. Oh yeah, I'm not on you. There you are. Let's go back a bit. I thought I was on you, but not. Yeah, definitely want to go for a hook on one of those backline targets right now. And you do get the Hanzo, and that's beautiful, interrupting the dragon. And you don't get the kill on him somehow. That was kind of odd, like the fact that his health is still as high as it is. Did he get healing? Maybe. Struggling to hit these shots on him. Like those were hard shots to hit for sure, but I love that, but uh, that hurts. So yeah, I do. I love that hook on the Anam. It's just so unfortunate. I wouldn't have seen the McCree coming as well. So that's just plain unfortunate. That's the only word to use there. If you killed Anna there, like that would have probably saved this whole fight. But here we are. Doom got her instead. And also again, still sticking to the Hog. Again, it's a still situation. Hog isn't the best here. You could have come on either Ryan or Bull would have been much better in this situation. Um, Especially like Zarya and Ryan are kind of fucking you over. They're not giving you anything to shoot at except bubbles and shields. So like you try to go for it, but they just block it. And they would is the thing. Like if you went Ryan or Winston, you would have had cleave damage. Then Ryan's shield would be ineffective, and anyone standing behind Zarya's bubble would also be vulnerable. So like in that situation, if you were on Winston instead of Road Dog, you could have maybe you could have done more pressure at least instead of just shooting bubbles and having shot and bubbles. Like look at this. So Hog just you should have gotten off Hog is what I'm saying. What's this? um Like, look how much work the bull does in this moment. Okay, I know you said you can't play bull. But Winston then, Winston or Reinhardt, I would have definitely suggested in that situation. Just until things stabilize, like until they're cleared off the point. To get back to the point faster and also to stay alive on the point longer. Love it. Really love that. And I also love that. Yeah, this whole log is really good. Like, just ensure they're dead. Almost took a step too far forward, but you didn't. Yeah, no, that Ana is really making your life hard. I love that you got the kill on the Zarya. That's great. And I think you guys hold him here, actually. Yeah. Wonderful. So, last attack. Yeah, it's already been. Let me check how long has it been. It's already been like 32 minutes, so I don't think I'm gonna do your second VOD. Like, you'll have to let me know. Like, I don't know. I would be happy to give you more help, but it's already been a while. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. So, hang on. Sorry, I do this often. I start talking about things and stop looking at the game. So yeah, I don't mind what you do. You're again just looking for a hook, but you immediately take way too much damage, and you have to. That canister over there reminds me of something, and I'm not gonna say what. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted again. I did say I'm tired and distractible. Nah, I'll push through. It's not much longer. Yeah, you're really struggling here. What? Oh, hang on. I didn't even notice. Your other tank is on bull right now. So the thing here is you've got Ana, you've got Tracer, you've got bull. To me, that would make me feel like, Winston time. Okay, to be fair, I really fucking love Winston. Winston is so damn fun. I mean, because you're on your own. Bull is not gonna help you. Tracer is not gonna help you. Widow's not gonna help you. Ana and Bap, I mean, they might help you, but even so, like, it's just the synergy really isn't a lot right now. You should have definitely switched over to something more mobile. Like Sigma Bull could work. Uh, whatchamacallit, Sigma Bull could work because Sigma is a lot more self-sufficient. So if you look at this, like I look at your team cup and I'm like, yeah, I'm alone. Widow's not gonna help me, Tracer's not gonna help me, Bull's not gonna help me, I'm alone. And if I'm alone, like Sigma is pretty good for being alone. Like, don't get me wrong, Rog also, but like to a limited capacity, and especially if they've got like Ryan Zarya, that makes your life so hard. So hard. So I would have maybe gone Sigma or like I would have gone Winston first, but if you don't want to go Winston, then I would have suggested Sigma for this. Um, like Sigma Bull still isn't the best comp, but it's way better than Hog Bull. With Bull, you could also do Diva. If you can play Diva, Diva Bull is like it's kind of meta in the Overwatch League right now. Maybe like we'll see when Lucio is back for the finals. Anyway, so I'm kind of going on with about the team comp. It's just not great. So yeah, you go for the hook. You realize it's not gonna work out, and you just immediately get out. So instead, you push around. That's fine for real. I'm not sure why you turned around here. Maybe you thought there was like a danger somewhere. What's happening back here? Is your Ana in trouble? Yeah, I think your Ana is in trouble. Yeah, I don't think. Okay, well, at this point, I think if I'm not sure if you at this point could see that they've got a Doom, but Doom is definitely something. If you're on Hog, you may as well be hooking that guy. uh, Sorry, I digress way too much. I got distracted because you turned left, and I was like, "Why did you turn?" Okay, you turned right, and I was like, "Why did you turn right?" What I was gonna get to is like, you wasted time there. Like, you sure you only wasted like 3 seconds, but that's 3 seconds you could have been pushing. Not a huge thing, but questionable. So yeah, you lost 2 people to the Doomfist, which to be okay. You could go for one pick here. You could go for one hook, and if that doesn't work, just get out because you lost to. You don't want to push 4v6. I think you also lost Ball, didn't you? Yeah, you did at some point. He's in spawn. So only 3 of you are in right now. So you definitely want to get the fuck out. If you see 2 players dying and you're on offense, just wait, chill. You have no reason to push 4v6. Okay, well, like I said, if you want to go for one quick hook, I'll give you that. You miss it, so now you should just get out. Get out, or alternatively go somewhere where you can hide. If you like went up to this high ground, for example, that would be good. But don't engage them. Like, don't engage 5v6. Well, 4v6. It's fine. It works out all right. The thing is, they could have pushed you there. They could have. And then you would have probably died and fed a lot of ult charge. Like, I would advise pushing 4v6. Okay, well, 6v4. If you've got the 6v4 advantage, just push. Like, if I was giving advice to this team, like, let's go back a few seconds, and let's say I'm giving advice to the Reinhardt. Where is he? Yeah, he clears shit out, and now, okay, their Doom just killed another one, so I would be like, yeah, let's go kill that hog. Anyway, this isn't for him, this is for you. Point is, they should have pushed you and you should have died, but because they didn't push you, you came out okay. But like, there's no way you would have, unless you got a hook, there's no way you would have done anything productive there. Going for another hook, checking those corners, I love it. I think you're looking for Doomfist at this point, which is really good. It's good that you're looking for that guy. I should stop doing that, going fast forward. I do apologize for the production of this. I'm a little bit out of it. So even at this point, I would try to hook him. You wait way too long for that hook, in my opinion. And because of that, you can't quite kill him. Well, also because you missed it, but could have definitely hooked the moment you saw him. Easiest hook of your life. You have to go for those. Like I would have been angry if you didn't. That's just. I mean, if Doom's gonna slam in front of you, then I mean that is just the easiest hook of your life, and you should always go for those. So I can't exactly praise you too much for doing the thing that you should always be doing, if that makes sense. Yeah, ignoring the Ana. Oh, there she is. Unfortunate. Unfortunate that you missed there. Yeah. It's good that you killed him. Unfortunately, he gets rezzed, so it doesn't mean too much. The thing right now is Bull is on his own mission. And I don't mean that in a like he's wasting time kind of way. I mean, the way this Bull wants to function is he just wants to cause chaos back here. Um, but the problem with that is like their Rhine, they have a Rhine, so their Rhine is like a wall. Their Rhine will just like stand here and like ta, and he's not supposed to give a fuck about what's going on behind him. Like, okay, well, unless there's a lot going on, but if there's like just one bull behind him, no, that's not his problem. He just wants to shield you off specifically, and that's what he wants to do, and that's what he has been doing. You can't go to get to those juicy backline uh, because of Rhine. So that's the problem. Bull is busy distracting the backline, which is great, but you can't capitalize on it because of the Rhine. If you were on a hover Euro, then maybe you could. Maybe you could make use of the distraction that Bull is causing. But not on Hog. I do like this. I really do. Taking care of him. It is unfortunate that you miss, but I do like that you are trying to kill him. With that being said, you do have your back turned to these guys. Sorry, I'm mainly at this point, but yeah, at this point you start whole hogging. It's kind of a panic whole hog because you don't have a target. You're not looking at anyone to whole hog. It's kind of amazing. Like you get this window and Ryan behind you, but that's not your doing. Like I want to say that your whole hog was just kind of a panic whole hog, and that's not good. It works out. It works out really well, but that's because of the window and because Ryan pushed you for some reason. So yeah, well, I say for some reason, like it's probably a good thing that he pushed, but at the same time, not because well, Ball, he's doing his thing, he's distracting, so Ryan was pushing on his own. So the point is, the stars aligned for your panic ult to not be wasted. Beautiful hook, and yeah, another. Let's just watch the carnage. I swear, you just get better when you're nanoed. A lot of people, when they get nanoed, they panic and their aim goes to shit, but not you. So I'll say, yeah, that's good. You don't exactly panic. Or maybe when you panic, you actually get better. Who knows? In any case, I like seeing your panics. Yeah, you look up there again, which is good. Always gotta check up. Well, not always, but may as well. Especially when they've got like a Doom. Unfortunate miss. That would have been massive. That would have been so massive. I do want to say, like, you could be putting your toe on the point. Like, it maybe doesn't sound like a lot, but like the enemy starts panicking when they hear this two. You know, they start panicking. They're like, oh no, what's going on? Oh shit! And at the end of the day, that's what you want to do as a tank. You want to make the enemy. You want to make the enemy focus on you. If you're standing here, they have to deal with you, which means they can't deal with this guy, they can't deal with this chick, they can't deal with this guy because they have to deal with you. Meanwhile, where you're standing right now, like you're not you're they don't have to deal with you per se. They can deal with this guy and they can deal with these guys because they don't exactly have to deal with you. I mean, technically, even if you're standing here, they still don't exactly have to deal with you. But just being on the point really like makes you a magnet, and that is kind of what you want to be as a tank. Oh man, that Doom, get down, Mr. President. That is again unfortunate. You should have hooked that Rhine there, but Doom was just like, no. I want to watch that in slow mo. I didn't the first time. That was so. Let's watch that. So yeah, let's see. I want to see the exact moment you start hooking. Yeah, you shoot, shoot. Okay, you could have maybe done it. I don't know. Your reaction time was good. It was decent, but even so, like, ah, did Doom block your hook, or was it just the shatter? Maybe you were just a bit too slow on the hook. Maybe Doom didn't block it. I thought this was a get down, Mr. President moment. It looked like the Doom just took that hook perfectly. I still wish this thing just had like a go back 2 seconds button. I want to see that again. Does the does the Doom interfere the hook? Yes. Yes, your hook was actually briefly on Doom. So it was a get down. I'm not sure if you would have had him or not. I'm just not sure. It was super close. It was super duper close. Maybe I don't know. But still, that's just bad luck anyway. Um, yeah. At this point, the thing is, you've got 12 seconds on the clock, so you've really got to start thinking about getting your ass on the point. Bull is up here being an amazing distraction. Look at this. Anna's focusing him. Ryan's focusing him. Mercy's sort of focusing him because she's focusing the people that he's focusing on. So right now, like 3 people are just focusing on him. So um, you could have just walked up here and killed them because they're distracted. That's what Bull does. That's his job. He's a massive distraction. If they don't deal with him, sorry, if they do deal with him, if they don't deal with him, he's supposed to get picks. That's how Bull functions. If you deal with him, then you're not dealing with his team. If you don't deal with him, he's gonna kill your backline. That's how Bull works. Um, in any case, 11 seconds on the clock. You want to be your on the point. You take like half a step onto the point and then get distracted again by Doom. Now it is a tuck. It is. This is one of those trapped between a rock and a hard place situations. Doom in your backline. He killed your McCree. He could kill other people. Yes, you do kind of want to deal with him, but unfortunately, at this point in time, fourth like the time's almost up. You wanted to focus your efforts in this area. Um, So yeah, a little bit of a rock and a hard place situation. I don't think there was a correct play here, but except maybe for not being on a hog. Let's be real here. Um, or when you miss that initial hook, if you hit that, sure, but you're not gonna hit every hook. I think I can't exactly see your hook accuracy, unfortunately, but you missed quite a few. That's not a problem. I think it was. I want to say your hook accuracy was fine. It was just fine. It wasn't great. It was fine. And yeah, that's how you lose. I just saw something in those last seconds. Just look here, 3 seconds on the clock. Look at what your Anna's doing. She's got the right idea. She's like, point, 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 point. Ah. You're not. You should be. I don't know if you would have made it onto the point, but still just saying that Anna had the right idea. Anyway, I really hope this was helpful, and yeah, I hope you learned something. Biggest advice, learn when to switch off hog, I guess. That is honestly my biggest advice for this game. Other than that, like, stick with your main tank. When you had an Ursa, stick with her a bit more. Don't let her push alone. Um, I mean, like if you want to go on the flanks, that's okay. If it's a small flank, like I'd say if it takes you less than 5 seconds to do the flank, then sure, go for it. But like, don't completely split up from her. Um. Anyway, I think that's about it. I hope you learned something, and yeah, goodbye.